What's up, people? Let's talk about slow simulation. That's right, 4 weeks of slow sim. Actually, it's more than that. I'm already into week 5, but we got to catch up on week 4 here. So let me jump into some things here, try to get a thumbnail up on the video, and we'll jump into it, let you guys gather in a little bit, see what we're doing here. This always is a fun part for sure, trying to get myself situated. Um, videos, my videos. What's up? What's going on? Just give me a sec. I'm trying to pull up the chat here so I can see what's going on. Always a fun thing to do. There we go. All right, now we're in there. Who we got? Who we got with us? Jump on here. Hmm. All right, whatever. We'll just jump into this a little bit later than I usually am. We'll go game by game, and then we'll go from there. Scooch in a little bit, and hopefully some people gather in as we go along here. But if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for watching. And yeah, let's talk about playbooks. I think I'm gonna put out a couple videos tomorrow. I'll make them after this, talking about what I think is the best way to run the ball. What are the best running playbooks? I think there was another video I had kind of planned to do, but yeah, there'll be like quick hitters. I know it's very late in the year. We're starting June, but there's still people, rebuilding. Don't stop rebuilding. That's my slogan. That's my new slogan I came up today in the shower with. I was singing, "Don't Stop Believing," and then somehow it became "Don't Stop Rebuilding." Oh God. Anyway, I got a couple notes here. Finally got playbooks situated. But look, I'm already like almost done recording week 5. I just have to like edit it and upload it. And I will say I've got pretty much every team set with a playbook except for one. I'll talk about that in a sec. Oh, nice. That's cool. Real J Coop. What teams do you have? Slope simming. Is this team you're controlling? Are you doing a whole league? What you got going on? Are you in a league with other people? Let me hear. Tell me about it, my friend. As I was saying for the playbooks, we got pretty much all the playbooks that weren't running enough off off of teams. The only one I didn't do was the Chiefs. I was gonna put the Chiefs and Jaguars and the Jaguars offense in week 5, but I wanted to give it one more try. And yeah, it didn't work because it's like I gotta figure out how to get playbooks to run more, and there's just really no way. My friends are using the Commanders and Colts, and I'm the Jets. Ah, nice. That's fun. Moved them to Brooklyn and picked the Aviators using the Chargers playbook. How's that Chargers playbook doing for you, my friend? They running the ball good enough? You dominating? I love that playbook. So playbooks we banned, well, I banned the 49ers, Bills, Dolphins, Chiefs is now banned starting after week 5. Bengals is banned. Detroit is banned. There's a question mark next to the Rams because it's on the Jags and they run the ball, and it was on the Rams and they didn't run the ball. So if the Jags stop running enough, then that playbook will definitely get the boot. And then we have a question mark next to New Orleans. When New Orleans was on Patriots, they ran the ball week 1, and it was on the Lions, and they just threw it all over the field. Oh, you got Braylon Allen. Did you trade away Brees Hall? Are you this? You're not the same person that hit me up about Braylon Allen and Kenny Pickett balling for him, and then I guess got rid of Pickett and picked up a rookie QB. I believe was a comment I got one of my videos. I don't think it's the same name, but Braylon Allen seems to be popping up. I love me some Braylon Allen for sure. Playbooks that are double up candidates that are on one team, but I haven't put them on another team yet, just because they run the ball enough a lot. Philadelphia, that can go on an AFC team. Cleveland can go on an NFC team. Indy can go on an NFC team, and Baltimore can go on an NFC team. Yep, with no abilities, Brees is useless. Oh, you guys turn abilities off? Yeah, that's oh, nice, cool. Um, well, I appreciate your comments and I appreciate you checking us out or checking me out. I don't know who us is. It's me. um, we'll go game to game. Oh, how did I get here? All right, and just pick out some knowledge. Oh, you reversed the first year. I'm uh, I'm getting ready to turn off abilities on some players. I think if they don't start playing better, um, Josh Allen's a candidate for that. And we will talk about the Bills, but I will say they just finished the game in Week 5, and they're in the playbook I put them in. they're not rushing enough. Uh, there's some things I just can't explain. Can't explain why the Rams didn't run using the Rams, but the Jaguars did. And I don't know, man. There's like no secret I see. I know Sim Gaming Network thought he figured out a way to get playbooks to run more. It's, I think really like the best way to run the ball is just to be in a run heavy playbook. And even then, who knows? There might be times you don't run enough. Game flow has something to do with that. You know, when I think about this past Bills game in Week 5, there was turnover, so that could be the difference of running the ball a few more times than not. If the possessions your team gets is at the end of the half, they're going to be throwing the entire 2 minutes, so that could take away. But as long as a playbook of for the most part runs over 15 times to 20 times, just keep it. There's so much stuff that can happen. I don't know, Madden being Madden or whatever, but there are some playbooks that definitely run a lot more than others. And I don't know. I don't know if there's something to do with the Bills. I thought about something with they don't have a superstar running back. Does that have anything to do with it? The Rams don't have a superstar running back. The Jaguars do, and they run the ball more. Maybe that makes the team focus a little bit more, or you're just getting more productive runs, so they run the ball more. I know I watched a guy. He was trying to control how teams ran the ball by changing um, injury ratings or something. I think the injury slider. I don't think it worked too well. I just hopefully they give you more control next year in Madden 26 with the coaching staff. That might be another element of how we get control is changing your coaching tendencies can alter how any playbook performs. Maybe there's a sleeper running playbook because you picked a John Harbaugh as your coach, and the Chiefs are a really good run team given the coach. So that'd be cool. Some way of getting more. I mean, I'm sure it'll be broken. It won't be every team. There'll be one way that like just always wins and dominates, and that kind of makes it stupid. But all right, let's talk about Thursday night football. Really looking forward to this one. Surprising result. Why did this happen? Well, Justin Herbert threw some really bad interceptions. They were behind. They didn't run enough. It's one game out of the first four that they didn't run enough. So just Herbert wasn't great. And we're setting up the defense on the other side to kind of stop the run. Check something here on the Raiders. They're in Green Bay's offense. Just given what came up when I researched what their coaching staff's doing. Um, looks like they're running a 4-3, or it says they're running a 4-2 base defense. So I put them at 4-3. Whatever. What you got going on here? Oh, Braylon Allen's out for the rest of the year. What sliders are you using? Just any, or are you using some gamings? I'm looking up the Raiders defense. So many teams here. All right, so the Raiders in Week 4, their Green Bay defense, they ran a base 4-3. I'm starting to tally. Yo, what's up, Alex? What's up, my man? How are you? You fall sliders just the rest of the game, not the whole year. Okay. No, it's all good. I was saying, Alex, that I'm almost done doing Week 5, but most of the playbooks have now, their throw too much are out. 49ers are out on their playbook's done. The 49ers are now in Chicago's offense for now. Bills are done. They're now in Minnesota. But I was saying in week 4 they ran a lot, but in week 5, a game we haven't seen yet, but I just finished recording, it didn't run enough. Don't know why. Dolphins are out. They're now in Arizona. I'm not feeling that one. Well, but we'll find one for them. Chiefs are out. I kept them in it for week 5. I didn't put them in Jaguars yet, but they are going to be in Jaguars from now on. The Chiefs is done. I tried one more thing to see if I could get it to run more, and it had some really nice runs. It sucked because Checo was really good, just didn't run enough. Bengals is done. They're in New York Giants offense. Detroit's out, so the Bears are now in Pittsburgh. It's a good team to get Pittsburgh. The Rams, I have a question mark. I took it off the Rams. I haven't put the Rams in a playbook yet. I've yet to record their game. But I have a question mark next to the Rams because um, works for the Jags, doesn't work for the Rams. So the Jags stop running the ball enough, I'll switch them out. And I have a question mark to the New Orleans offense. It's not on anybody right now, but when it was with um, the Patriots in Week 1, I ran a really good amount of time that I would be happy with. But it was on the Lions, they threw too much, so it's just kind of out there right now. And that's about it. Talked about playbooks that aren't used. Jets and the Raiders aren't being used right now. I've never used the Jets. The Raiders were kind of a failure. Uh, the Raiders were on the Patriots, and now they're in New England's offense, and they actually look pretty good in Week 5. Philadelphia is only on one team. Cleveland's only on one team. Indy's only on one team, and Baltimore's only on one team. And I probably would move them. Detroit is using Denver. Oh, yeah. Wait till you see that. It's such a good playbook. It's such a good team. It might not be fair. It might for sure be Philly and the Lions meeting in the playoffs again to determine who's going to the Super Bowl because both those teams look really good. Couple teams I have like little dots next to that I'm watching. Tampa Bay, up and down. Washington looks really good now. Dallas, back and forth between running the ball. I just don't like Chicago's back and forth. It's 2 games now. You haven't seen a Week 5 game, so obviously they tripped up the 49ers a little bit. I don't know if I want to keep Denver on the lines because it might make them way too good. It's such a good playbook. Arizona on the Dolphins. That's a watch and see. The Rams on the Jags. That's a watch and see. Houston and Tennessee. Both their offenses are like up and down. So that's pretty much it as far as the playbooks. I know I was like going to talk about this game, Thursday night game, and the Chargers surprisingly not running enough. I think it was more of a game flow. That third quarter really got away from them. Herbert had some really bad interceptions, and the Raiders are just plugging along. Of course, they're in Seattle's. Aiden O'Connell. I mean, he's only throwing 29 times, and Ashton Genty is looking great. 19 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. I believe that was his first rushing touchdown. Brock Bowers is a freaking monster. Jack Beck sneaking into the end zone a couple games now. Defensively, playing all right. So, Raiders are one of my favorite teams. And then you got the Jags, who I'm very interested in. I believe this took them to 4-0. We'll talk about Texans not running the ball nearly enough. We got 13 carries. So not looking great there. They go back and forth on running the ball. Good. There's nothing like magical that I really think they're setting or slider that makes a playbook run more. Um, Only 33 attempts for T-Law. ETN had 15 carries. So, I mean, him alone got the magic number of 15 that I just set. And then Tank Bigsby had a real nice, I believe it was a pitch, a power pulling pitch. He almost scored on. Travis Hunter continues to be a beast. Brian Thomas. I mean, great team. And I love watching them. So I'm very interested to see how well they do this year. Yeah. Uh, Jane Daniels looked awesome in this offense. 5 touchdowns. I put it in the pinned comment of the video what we did for Jaden Daniels, but in case you want to know what we did to fix him, I will go over that. We made a lot of changes actually. So Daniels, we put agile extender on him. Uh, Fast break, roaming dead eye, 3/4 4 throwing. We put throw ball away, yes, and moved him scrambling. I believe he was balanced before that. And then we also moved people around the depth chart. Eckler got moved into more playing time. It wasn't the most effective runs. Eckler had I think one big carry. And, I mean, 17 carries for the backs, 5 for Jaden Daniels. Pretty good. McLaurin looked awesome. KJ Osborne got moved up in the depth chart, and we moved down Noah Brown, who's really slow. Got him out of the top 4 wide receivers. Eckler, some big catches. So, and we also moved Sinnott, however they say his name. We moved him up in the lineup, even though Ertz is rated a little bit higher, but he's really slow now. So those changes really helped Washington. And then just a throw fest. Titans, Chiefs. Chiefs, no longer in the playbook, not running enough. I mean, this is why I didn't change them in week 5 because they ran the ball 17 times. So my little thing I made up, 3 times running under 15 times in 4 weeks. Gets your playbook benched, and those bastards got 17 carries. So I gave them one more week, and I tried to fix. I think I tried firing the offensive coordinator and picking one that was using the same scheme as them to see if that would help, and that did nothing. There's really nothing. There's no sliders. There's no this. I don't think there's anything that is concrete that'll make a playbook run more. Um, Titans. Chig had a big game. Cam Ward looked awesome, minus the 3 interceptions. I mean, it's kind of like what Cam Ward's mo coming into the league. I think it's like make some exciting throws. He's gonna dig himself a hole, but he's gonna be exciting digging himself out of that hole. 15 carries for the backs, so it's kind of hanging on there as well. But it's on the watch list. Broncos, Colts, 2 teams I'm very interested in. We'll go with the Broncos first. Not their best game, but we're doing what we can to stop them. So you got just a little bit of a game flow thing I think here as far as the carries went. I hope Evan Ingram was hurt. I don't want to have to like bench him, but I will. He's leading the league in receptions and yards, I believe. He's just freaking having a career year. But it's all about Indy quietly rushing the ball, winning games. over 20 carries between Taylor and Richardson every year, I mean every week. So doing well there, and just a random guy catches enough balls to score enough points. So Colts get it done. Carolina with a big upset, and look, Cam Ward only or Bryce Young only threw 34 times, and they ran the ball with Hubbard 17 times. But most of this was Baker Mayfield throwing up on himself. I believe it was after this game I got rid of Quick Draw. That was it. He had Quick Draw on him in this game, and we got rid of it. And week 5 he looked awesome. Another playbook, up and down, teetering, going over and under 15 carries every other week. On the watch list. So, but yeah, there's a new Baker Mayfield in week 5. We'll go over that later, and he looks pretty freaking good. Another big upset, I would say, Arizona getting their first win in Green Bay. 29 attempts throwing. Benson 19 carries, not very effective. Kyler with 8 carries for 100 yards. Trey McBride, beast. Got to get Marvin Harrison Jr. going. Ugh, not looking good there. But hey, playing into the playbook. Jordan Love. Packers are getting a new offense. I haven't picked which one it was yet because they haven't had their week 5 game. But they'll have a new offense. I think I'm going to give the Rams the Jags offense. And possibly. No, I think I'm going to give the Rams the. Who are they? The Browns offense. Because I think that's in the same coaching scheme line there. And then maybe try the Jags on the Packers. But Jordan Love, he's not playing great. They're not running the ball enough. Kind of sucks. And maybe move Matthew Golden up into wide receiver 2. See if that does anything. But they've yet to play. What a game this was. Big comeback by the Giants. Great playbook. Not only did Russ throw 43 times for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns at a comeback victory, but they still ran the ball 19 times. Great playbook. Scatterbo got his first touchdown. Rondo Robinson, he's having a big season. Neighbors got in the touchdown. Slayton had a big one. Defense. I mean, you faced this. This was a Detroit team that was still on the Rams playbook, and I mean, Goff is perfect. He's a perfect passer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Alex. I think I'm gonna do the Chiefs and the Packers both in the Jags offense. Um, Packers will be in that offense week 5. Chiefs will be in the Jaguars week 6. I think I'm also gonna copy Jared Goff's traits onto, oddly enough, the guy he was traded for, Matthew Stafford, and see if that helps Stafford at all because Stafford's playing really bad. I mean, they just weren't running the ball enough, so got to get him out of it. Jameson Williams, 200 yards. He's unbelievable. Best wide receiver in the league. Not named Evan Ingram, Sam Laporta, 12 for 95 and a touchdown. So Lions are really freaking good, even though they lost. That was their first loss. Cleveland at New England. This was a great Browns win. This is what you want. 33 attempts from Shedeur Sanders, no turnovers, 205 yards passing. Just dink and dunk, take care of the ball, and let Quinshawn Judkins run 24 times. And I guess Ford got 3 carries. I don't, but whatever. 24 carries, 104 yards. Judy, good game. Njoku, good game. Their defense, phenomenal. Of course, you got Myles Garrett. Mason Graham got a sack, and the Patriots are out of this offense. They were in. Well, first, Patriots were in the Raiders' offense. Not not good. Not very good. I mean, they got 14 carries for. If you add this together, it's terrible. Look how bad that is. They just got dominated by a great defense. And Drake May, we fixed him. Um, he's really good in week 5 compared to how he's been when he's thrown 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions in the first 4 weeks. Stupid. That's stupid. Bills, Jets. This is the Bills in their first time in what the hell's the playbook? Minnesota. And they look pretty good. 35 attempts from Josh Allen, 19 carries from Cook, 5 carries from Allen. He was really good in the red zone. So this is what you want to see. Yeah, I'm switching Pats to the Pats. And they were in, you'll see that game week 5. They were in the Pats offense. Actually, I was surprising how good it looks. But like I said, in week 5, the Bills are in Minnesota's offense, and it didn't run as much as it did. I don't know, just Josh Allen, I guess. This was a wild game to watch. If you look at the box score here, if you add that up, that is 40 points were scored in the fourth quarter, and most of that was scored in the last 2 minutes. That's a wild finish. Uh, what's up, man? There's no open spots here. It's an offline league. I'm kind of trying to do like a realistic thing with also trying to figure out good playbooks. It's just me. I simulate every game and upload it to YouTube. It's offline, so I have full control of every team. Can't do that on online without creating a million accounts. And yeah, it's kind of like an entertainment thing and a learning thing at the same time. Um, I am going to be running multiple leagues for Madden 26, and I'll be getting more information out on that. So I will be running some, but this is just kind of like a learning experience and let's simulate next season. I spent a lot of time creating all these rosters. Found a good rookie class, made all the trades, signings, free agency signings, all the draft picks, as much accuracy as I could get. So, hey, if you're not a sub, give me a sub, and you can see, who's going to be good in 2025 because it's all very real. Yeah, but the Saints were 2-1 coming to this game, and it looked like they were going to win. And then Michael Penix Jr. was very clutch at the end of this game, getting their rush attempts in. Uh, Great comment I got from a guy. So it was the first sim he watched of the Falcons that you got a good mix of both Robinson and Algier. 13 carries between them two, 5 carries from Penix. So, what it Atlanta runs enough for me. These are option plays. Sometimes Penix gets more of them. Sometimes the running backs get more of them. So I'm not too worried about Atlanta. And Michael Penix Jr. is looking a lot better in this offense. Saints, they're still running the ball even though they're losing. Kamara, 15 carries. Spencer Rattler plays pretty good, but not enough to win. It's not a great team. They're in some really good playbooks. They're in the Eagles playbook. Just not good enough to win really. And at some point, they keep losing. Spencer Rattler's gonna get bye bye. No matter how good he's playing. Pitt Miami, what a great game. Love Pitt playing a really tough defensive playbook. Tua, 32 attempts, and they ran the ball 13 times. This is the most they've ran, and they lost. So, but their playbook has now been retired for the rest of Madden 25. Will Howard looks so good, only 28 attempts. Their defense is getting better slowly. They ran the ball over 20 times. Just the Steelers just seems to have like really clutch passing plays. You know, just when you need it. It's a really fun offense to watch, and it's making Will Howard look freaking phenomenal. And now it's on the Bears, and the Bears hopefully will make a run. That's a team I would expect after 4 games starts doing really well in real life. Ben Johnson's got to take his time to get the players acumen into his scheme, and then first 4 games of a season for a team, it's just like extended preseason. They're figuring themselves out, and you know all you gotta do is get 1 or 2 wins, and then be really good the rest of the year. For the 49ers, this was what their first game in the Bears offense, and I mean they looked phenomenal. 23 carries for Christian McCaffrey with another 2 from Isaac Guerrero. I mean, cooking with gas right here. 40 attempts for Purdy. Still a little bit up there, but it looked like a really good playbook change for them. Again, in week 5, didn't run this much. So some teams, there's some little bug there that keeps teams from not rushing enough. Yeah, and we're gonna have to fix the Rams. Stafford doesn't look great. Part of the thing is they are not controlling the ball. I mean, he only had 25 attempts. He had 2 interceptions. The 49ers just controlling the ball the whole time. So, of course, everything's going to be down, but they haven't ran, I don't think, over 10 times in the entire 4 weeks. So, their offense is gone. Sunday night, Sam Darnold's revenge. 2 playbooks that run a great amount. It was like a really, I know that there was Sam Darnold's, I think, the first throw of the game was an interception, but it was like a really clean game to watch as far as like running the ball and throwing. I think we need to start thinking about fixing JJ McCarthy going forward. Um, but this is more about Sam Darnold. He's getting better. I don't think I've edited him yet, so he's winning me over. I've wanted to bench him, and he won't let me do it. Seattle offense is fun to watch. It's a great offense, running the ball. I did, as I said before, I moved um, Charbonnet and Martinez out of some formations because they were taking away way too many runs from Kenneth Walker. So I can live with Kenneth Walker running the ball 17 times, not 27 like he did in week 1. So got that cleaned up a little bit. And I mean, Kenneth Walker still gets 7 receptions. And Jackson Smith and Jigba was it this game or last game? That was last game that he had that awesome catch to win the game. So he's playing really well. It's a great playbook, and their defense is really good. Yeah, it's pretty good, but their offense is awesome. And then my Jalen Hurts, my Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. 18 for 18, 273 yards, 4 touchdowns. Barkley still ran 20 times for 99 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts also had 56 yards rushing. AJ Brown had a rushing attempt. So we're efficiently. I love LA. The LA Chargers is perfect for the Eagles to get Saquon Barkley his carries. Great playbook. AJ Brown had 2 touchdowns. Smith had a touchdown. Harrison Bryant mixed in. Their defenses were so good. I would say if they play each other in Week 5, it looks like the Eagles and the Bengals and I'll hold up on the Bengals. I think the Eagles and Miami and the Giants might have the best defensive playbooks. Or all three fours, they've all looked great. The Bengals, I don't know if it's the players or the playbook, but the Bengals, I believe, have the most sacks. They are sacks machines. Jalen Hunt, Jihad Campbell, Cooper DeJean, Ty Robinson, Jordan Davis, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., all these sacks and a pick. Sorry, Cowboys fans. You ain't coming in on Monday Night Football and doing anything to us. I won't, give the Cowboys a hard time for not running the ball enough. They didn't really have time to possess the ball, and Dak kept getting sacked. And you're not running the ball when you're having second and third long downs. All right, so that was week 4. Let's look ahead to week 5. Some really good games. Thursday Night Football, Commanders and Lions, a rematch of that playoff game that was so good. Can't wait to watch this one. The Lions were. This is the last. Was this? Hold on. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Yeah, this is the first week that the Lions were put in Denver. Will be this upcoming Thursday Night Football game. That'll be in 2 days. You'll see that game. And the Commanders are cooking. We got them fixed. It's gonna be an awesome game. Then we got the Broncos and the Cowboys. That's tough for the Cowboys. They got a really good Broncos team coming in off a loss, looking for another win. You got the 49ers coming into Chicago. 49ers is rocking the Bears playbook. Bears are rocking the Steelers playbook. So that's going to be tough for the 49ers. Now the Bears are in a really good offense. Jets, Steelers. As much as I love the Jets, I gotta love my Steelers, man. Gotta represent Pennsylvania. And my man Will Howard. Eagles, Giants, two of the best defensive playbooks. Oh, thanks, Jay. You want one back? I'll check your channel out for sure, man. I'll for sure go at you. Yeah, I got you. Let me see. Let me check you out right now. While we do this. So the Eagles and Giants, like I said, best defenses probably in the league playing against each other. Giants are 4-0. Eagles are 3-1. That's a great game. That's a shame that was really going to happen, and it was a 1 o'clock game. Patriots, Saints. Saints on a 2-game losing streak. Patriots trying to get on a run in a different playbook. They're in the Patriots playbook. Um, Titans, Jags. Jags looking to go 5-0. Browns, Dolphins. Dolphins in a new playbook. Arizona. Browns starting to look good. Got a rematch of the Raiders, Chiefs. That's a tough one for the Raiders. Look really good. I will tell you that Ashton Genty misses this game. So, but Jameer White looks pretty good because it's just the playbook. Texans, Buccaneers, two playbooks that are on the watch list. Fixed Baker Mayfield coming to this game. Um, Made some good changes to him. Took off that quick draw ability, and that really helped him. Bengals, Cardinals. Um, Bengals are in the Giants' playbook for this in their offense. Ravens, Bills. Bills need to go on a run. Ravens coming off a loss. That's a tough stretch for the Ravens. They just played the Bengals. Now they got to go to the Bills. Falcons, Seahawks. That's a really good one. Both teams are around 500. Panthers on like a 2-game winning streak against the Rams, who are reeling. Rams are in trouble if they lose those Panthers. Uh, but we'll see if we can fix the Rams. In real life, I think it's gonna be a really good team, but you never know. Maybe Madden foresees that Stafford's just gonna fall off a cliff. Packers, Vikings. Um, that's a weird one. I kind of want the Packers to get back into it, but Jordan Love ain't looking great. We'll see what the new offense does for him. And then Colts Chargers. That's a great game. Two teams that run the ball. Um, Love to see that on Monday Night Football. So that's a really good game. Give me the Chargers. We can look through some injuries. What you can expect in Week 5. Gino's still out. I know someone commented on my video. Where's Gino? That sucks, man. I think the 49ers would be really good in this simulation if Gino never got hurt. They're just kind of scratching and clawing with Aiden O'Connell. Devontae Adams is still out. That hurts. Jabo and Mike Green are still out. That hurts for the Ravens. Saints are good. Seattle Steelers. Daniel Hunter's out for the Texans. That's not good. Gunnar Helm. Vikings are clean. Bears. Bengals are out with Demetrius Knight and Jalen Rivers. What, these are two rookies, right? Bills are good. Broncos. Ben's still out. Cardinals are fine. Daquan Jones is out for the Chargers. Like Dana. He's out. Grover Stewart's out. Commanders are still without Cosme. Well, once they get him back too, they should be even more efficient running the ball. Donovan Ezeraku, he's still out for the Cowboys. Dolphins are fine. Nolan Smith is still out. They got rid of Josh Huff. He'll be on the 49ers in Week 6. Giants, Jaguars, Jets. Quentin Williams is still out. Joe Tippmann. Lions are fine. Packers. Panthers are out. Clowney. Patriots are still without Travion Henderson. That sucks, man. And then we're back to that. Go over the award winners. From week 3, Jaden Daniels, 332 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns, 5 carries for 69 yards. 2 interceptions for Wanham. One I think was the very end of the game. That was a touchdown one against Baker. These flat routes and like late throws to the flats really kill quarterbacks. Rashee Rice, huge stat correction game for him. He wasn't really, I don't even think, the top 3 leader in receptions or reception yards. And yeah, you got the squeaky wheel, got the oil. And then Roberts for the Raiders was really good. Slower player, but got himself some extra awareness. Look at the stat leaders through 4 weeks. Start really getting an idea for who's who. Jared Goff's just too good. It's too good of an offense. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Russell Wilson, I mean, hey, they're running the ball. Brock Purdy, he's taking care of the ball. Stroud, Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes, 13 touchdowns, leading the way, as he should. Followed by Goff, Burrow, and Bo Nix. Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts, 9-1. Trevor Lawrence still hasn't thrown an interception yet. Brock Purdy, as I mentioned, is taking care of the ball. Aiden O'Connell, 7 for 2. It's coaching, baby. Pete Carroll is going to turn him around. And what's his face? Oh God, what's old Eagles coach? God. Anyway, I can't remember his name right now. Too many names. Matthew Stafford's broken. Cam Ward's a rookie. He's broken. I mean, I can't really say he's broken. He just doesn't have the overall yet. Baker Mayfield's broken. Quick draw. Get rid of it. Drake May. We fixed him, hopefully. Sam Darnold's only going to get better. Jordan Love had quick draw on him. Got rid of that. Josh Allen had quick draw. Got rid of that. He's going to get better, hopefully. Sure, Sanders is a rookie. He's going to throw his. Justin Herbert needs to get fixed. Can't be doing that, bud. You're in too good of an offense. Rushing wise, Barkley the most attempts, followed by Ashton Genty, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, Ray Benson, Judkins, Tyrone Tracy. I mean, these are all the top running playbooks. Most yards, of course, Saquon, Genty, Brees Hall. It's not even like the greatest rushing playbook. He's just very efficient. Kenneth Walker, Najee Harris, and he's splitting time with another back. Travis Etienne, Jonathan Taylor, Tyrone Tracy, who I also believe gets hurt. He's hurt going into week 5. So Scatterbo time will get full reps. Josh Allen, Ramondre Stevenson, and Anthony Richardson all have 4 rushing touchdowns to lead the way. Receptions wise, Evan Ingram has 43. Probably going to get benched. I hope that Madden hurts him. That's usually what happens sometimes. Like, if a guy's having a career, just magically will get hurt. So Evan Ingram, one way or the other, might be taking a seat. Trey McBride, not too surprised by that, but you would love to see wide receivers leading the way. I'm surprised Nico Collins isn't leading in receptions. He's had some really big receptions games. Jameson Williams, which is like twice now at least that he's caught like a shallow cross and just taking it all the way. He's too big, too fast. Wandale Robinson getting some big catches in that Giants offense. Evan Ingram's great. Garrett Wilson's really good. Trey McBride, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter's great. Touchdown leader, Rashee Rice after having 4 in one game. J-Mo, Cortland Sutton, A.J. Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Amon-Ra, Tucker Kraft, and Malik Neighbors, all with 4 touchdowns. Defensively, the leader in tackles is one Jermaine Pratt, Fred Warner, and Jeremy Chin. Chin's been there like all year. Tackles for loss. Nick Benito, he's doing great in that Denver defense, followed by Max Crosby. I mean, he's Max Crosby. Carl Granderson's doing great. Shamar Stewart is an absolute freak. TJ Watt, sacks wise, Benito, Max Crosby, Shamar Stewart, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson. I mean, this is such a dangerous combination with Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart. Interception leaders is Lenore. And there you go. We can look at who's got the best offense total wise. Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Steelers, Titans. Pass wise is the Lions. I mean, we already know what this is. I would say the Eagles, leading rusher. You got Jalen Hurts and Saquon. Colts got a dual backfield. So do the Ravens. Aiden O'Connell's kind of running enough too. So pretty good. Points per game, Chiefs, Giants. But they add in pick sixes and stuff like that. So they've got a lot of those. They have, I think, the most in the league. Ravens, Raiders, Jags, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Ravens, Colts lead the way. Dual rushing. Uh, Quarterbacks, first downs. The Chiefs, the Lions, and the Jaguars. Rams are so bad. I don't know how the Dolphins are 3-1, except for that defense. And then we'll look at the defense. Who's giving up the most passing yards? The Jaguars. It happens when you're leading a lot, though. When you're 4-0 and you're leading a lot, teams have to throw against you. So they've been ahead a lot. Steelers, you can't run on. I think they're number one against the run. So they have a pass funnel, as you would say. Chargers, the least passed on, followed by the Browns, Eagles, Patriots. Who's going to have the most rush yards? The Chargers, the Cardinals. Yeah, the Chargers, I think, are really light in the middle on the defensive line, if I'm not mistaken. Raiders aren't good in the middle. Steelers giving up the least amount of rush yards, followed by the 49ers, Panthers, Ravens, Seahawks, Dolphins. Most points given up. Yikes. Again, giving up interceptions, pick sixes, that's going to count towards that. Dolphins have given up the least, followed by the Ravens, Eagles, Falcons, and Colts. Most sacks, Eagles, Bengals, Ravens, Raiders, 49ers, there you go. Most interceptions, Jaguars, Giants, Ravens, and 49ers. All right, I mean, we got questions. Who's got questions for me? That'll probably be the best thing. I think we covered everything else. Um, like I said, I got some tips coming out tomorrow. Some of the stuff we just pretty much covered on this broadcast. So there you go. All right. Well, that was a quick one. Not too much we've learned, but I think we're pretty solidified in how to run the ball, and it's all playbook based. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. For all those who have been with me, all your questions and comments in other videos, they really help them out a lot, and I appreciate you all. And I will see you very soon. Later.